scheduled for 10 rounds tonight between these two.
Nice
Super two-punch combo by Miguel COTTO. Throughout much of Miguel Cotto's career, he's had things on his terms. Now tonight, he's facing a guy who stylistically is extremely unorthodox.
Yeah, that's true. But you know, one thing about Cotto that people don't always see. They see the big left hook, you know, the great gameness. I mean, he's got the heart of the outdoors. I mean, he's been on the floor, he's gotten up. And not just gotten up, he's gotten up and then gone after the guy and turned it around.
He's been in some classic war.
Yeah, he's won the fight when he's had to win a fight. When a lot of people wouldn't have been able to call on that kind of reserve. But, you know, he has the ability also to adjust. I've seen that. He had a lot of amateur background, and again, we see the guy, and we like to see the guy that comes forward, but he can box a little bit. You know, I'm not saying that he's real little wisp, you know, that he's Willie Pep, but he can use his legs, he can move around a little bit, and he can make an unorthodox guy come to him a little bit instead of chasing the guy. And that'll serve him. That'll play into his strengths.
Gets rid of that effort. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Unbelievable pace here tonight. Both guys have no plans of having this fight go far. I'm sure the frame of reference for most is Handler Hearns.
Yeah, you wonder if it's going to live up to that. So far, so good.
Davis is hurt by a superb hook to the head. Yeah, that's a forceful two-punch combo by Davis. Scored well with that straight left. Good flush shot by Davis.
Let's go.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. There's the combo to the body. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Davis. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Nice work on the right hand by Miguel COTTO. Took the shot, now he gives the left. Good job, it was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Davis. Davis is the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Halfway through this round here. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Davis. Look at this, another power punch able to land. Early on in this fight, he's going for it.
Yeah, you wonder if he's got a call waiting outside.
Really good work right there, landing the two punches in sequence by Davis. Junido's on the wrong end of a destructive uppercut. That's a good left hand by Davis. Good flush shot upstairs. 10 clicks of the top. Nice strike after catching one by Miguel COTTO. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
And he just holds on there. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Landing flush with back-to-back double uppercuts by Davis. Cotto, obviously a Puerto Rican native, but he has made Madison Square Garden in New York his home away from home.
Yes, a lot of Latino fans, a lot of Puerto Rican fans in that area, and they have embraced him.
Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top. Little head hunting with the left. Scores with the combo to the head. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Not much action as he just ties up. Cotto's punch didn't come close. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Targeting that head with the combination punching. Clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Davis. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. And we come to the end of the round. Well, if anything has been learned from the first 3 rounds is that sometimes just being the busier fighter will do well for you, and that's the case right now for him as he's up 2-1 on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, not always landing a lot. You put it very well, Joe. Not always landing a lot, but keeping his opponent defensive and keeping him from doing what he wants to do.
Good snapping jab.
That's what you need to get inside. Hey, Joe, if you're gonna rob a bank, you need a smoke screen so the guards don't see you coming. You wanna get inside? Use the jab.
Davis's hand speed is right now the difference. Teddy, you got faster hands, you're halfway home.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, is to be able to do that. But there is a way to negate it, to counter it, and that's to time the punches. Timing can beat speed.
And just grabbing onto his opponent. And a well-placed combination by Davis. Huge left hand from Cotto. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Miguel COTTO. And now he's targeting upstairs. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. You had to see it to believe it the first 2 minutes of these rounds. Now these fighters are trying to make everybody a believer in the final 60 seconds.
And this is why you understand the dimension of this sport like no other sport. At the end of this, how both participants will have mutual great respect for each other.
A knifing left hand by Davis. Now hugging on the inside. Davis is landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his best. Miguel COTTO's clamped down by a left hand. He was stunned. Wow! Late going here this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? Oh boy, what a break he just caught. The bell rings at the end of the round. Saved by the bell.
And if you're in the corner, what do? Well, you just finished painting a house, you know, and you want to paint a little more, but the paint is still wet. You gotta wait for it to dry a little bit. You gotta wait for your guy to wake up. You gotta wait for the cobwebs to go away before you can do more painting.
Cotto's showing us that he is willing to stick with the game plan. But Teddy, that game plan saw him knocked down earlier in this fight. What would you be telling him?
You know, in some ways I tell him good, because you have to go with what you have. You know, you can't completely change. That's not possible in the course of a fight. You are who you are. So it's not the game plan necessarily, Joe, or the style that's wrong. It's the execution of the game plan. That has to be done better.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Janito's failure to get away from his opponent's right hand is really the difference in this fight.
It is. He continues to get hit with the same punch. He needs to slip to the left.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. That's a nice combination right there. Left hook, and then finished it with a right uppercut. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Davis. Targeting that straight left hand. Good biting, snapping shot by Davis. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Miguel COTTO's been hurt by that shot. Teddy, he's wobbling all over the ring.
You know, Joe, he can't use his legs right.
Did you see that? And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again? It's over. This fight is over. Davis is bombs away, worked again. Knockout victory for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockout, your winner, the King.
Now that's how you
Pinoy, hands